This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games. Whoa. Hop up on that wagon. Oh, please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry. We just stuck up in our ways. West Coast, go ahead, stand up. Put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. True love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy. Drip so sick, I'm queasy. Whoa. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine, I'm doing fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I want to talk to the kids.
No, there's no fucking way you're talking to my goddamn kids.
Sometimes human beings are more than boy or girl. Because human beings are creatures, and we're wild and exciting. Sometimes we're something else.
Stop trying to brainwash the kids.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Wool Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 21 hundo and 50 schwam of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustles, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Today's episode, the Bees Cast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing and all
Fucking
the
Catalina
shit.
It's the fucking.
How we doing, fam?
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fam, how are we doing? It's a fucking Catalina wine mixer. Are we getting questions? There we go. We're getting a comment in. Oh my God. I was like, are you cutting out the questions? Are you going to keep me from seeing comments today? Because my goodness, that was going to be brutal. It's an Ask Papa Swolio Sunday Funday Q and Anus. Let's fucking go. Yeah. All right. Your favorite sleaze cast is available on every single audio platform. Anywhere you like to bang your ear holes, make sure you subscribe to The Daily Swole. Check all the links over there at thedailyswole.com. And we got a lot of stuff over there also at swolenormousx.com to join the Swole fam today. And tomorrow, by the way, Beaches, tomorrow we have a big day because guess what tomorrow is? Yes, it's Monday, but y'all know what the dealy yo-yo is. Oh my God, this is linked to the wrong monitor. Uh-oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. I'll tell you the story in a second. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Let me see what we got here. There we go. Does this work now? Huh? Oh my God, there we go. We got it. We got it. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why that happened. Hopefully none of the other buttons are screwed up. I got a new computer yesterday, so I upgraded the computer. So there's a couple things that are not linked properly. Everything else is pretty good to go. But so hopefully there might not be any little broken links or broken things with my decks and everything like that. But welcome everyone to the podcast. Getting back into it Monday, tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. We have our Swole Fam accountability meeting. Tomorrow's March 28th, 12 noon Eastern time. You could join over there at swolenormousx.com. And our accountability meeting is a live call for Swole Fam members. We'll have people coming up on stage if they want to hold themselves accountable. If you have any questions, we'll drop them in the live chat also. And of course, we got new releases. We got awesome Swole Fam posts. We're going to have a great time at high noon. It's going to be fucking fire. Be there. Join the fam today, swolenormousx.com, to get access to all those private live streams and live calls. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on those. It's the best part. It's the best part of being a part of the Swole fam is having those conversations with all of you. And not to mention, we have some amazing new fucking releases coming tomorrow. So be there, you sexy beaches. All right, let's get into today's. We got to bust the nut open. And then we'll talk about our video drop this week. And also, we will start taking some questions. So you can start right now dropping those questions in the comments down below using the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Now, let's bust this nut open and get into today's episode. Are you ready, fam? Here we go. Val. Put some respect on it. Yeah, boosh.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Psych! I got you. I got you. I got you. There is no Swole card in there today. And do you know why? Do you know why there's no Swole card in there today? It's because all of you are going to choose the Swole card today for the Sunday Funday Q and Anus. Because today's Swole card is the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funday Q and Anus, you can drop it down below. We'll take a vote and then we will do it on air. I felt like, you know what? I hashtag Swole privilege in the Swole text, and I decided, you know what, we're just going to do it on the Mancast. We're going to take a vote. What card do you want? And of course, what card do you potentially want to win? And we'll raffle that off down fucking below, and it's America today for sure. So drop your requests drop your request in the comments. So you can put a hashtag, whatever fucking hashtag you want, whatever hashtag you want. So we'll come back to that. Thank you, Tessie and Falcon. You got off easy today. I know you were like, you want to put in the fucking work. Bullshit. You never do. You never do.
Come on, man.
Biden, grandpa wanted to make the card, but I didn't have enough space on it. So, you know. It is what it is. All right. Drop your question in the comments below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And you can drop your hashtag of your choice, whatever it is. And let's take the first question from Instagram. Eric Schlitz, is joining the 1,500 pound club possible or probable without steroids? Is it possible? Maybe for someone. Is it probable? No, it's not. And why does that even matter? Why does that even matter? So I'm assuming what? Bench, squat, deadlift. So that means you're deadlifting like 600 plus 600 or 700. You're benching, let's say 400 or 500. So that's still 1,200. And you're squatting 300 or 400. Like that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of fucking weight. That's a lot of weight. So it's definitely possible. I would say it's possible without steroids. Why wouldn't it be? Let's say you're 500 across. A 500 pound bench is 500 pound deadlift is totally possible natural because I've done it. I've done a 500 pound plus. I've done over a 500 pound deadlift. A bench for 500 pounds, that's going to be, let's say you just did 500 across. The bench is going to be extremely hard to get 500 in terms of a squat. So squat is definitely possible natural. 500 pound squat is possible. Of course, the deadlift is possible. And I even think a 500 pound bench is possible, but man, that's going to be the hardest one. That's going to be the hardest one, in my opinion. That's just, it's definitely possible, but it depends on the person. Depends on the person. All right. You could drop your question in the comments below. Let's take the next one. Deuce 390. All questions today. All questions today. What's up, my G? Any tips on body detox? Fuck yo detox, Deuce. Fuck the detox, bro. Your body will detox itself, but at the same time, you should be eating healthy. So I'm not worried about your, drinking lemonade or something like that, or lemon water that's going to flush you out. That's nonsense. Just start eating healthy. Start eating healthy. Start doing an elimination diet. Start getting through those 7 pillars and making sure that you're executing on the things you can control. In terms of a body detox, your body will regenerate. Your body will take care of itself. If you're eating quality foods, a lot of it just takes time. Of course, it might depend on the situation. Maybe there's certain elements or metals that you can flush out or you can help clear out of your body because they might get lodged or, stored in certain organs and things like that. But that's a little bit more specific. But just eating healthier and doing an elimination diet and starting there will be a massive start, and your body will mostly take care of the rest. Because don't forget, you're asking about body detox. By eating healthy, your body is going to detox. Your body is healthier and able to actually function properly. So you don't need to do anything fancy. You just need to start doing better. Follow the 7 pillars, execute on those, and you will improve dramatically. And let's see here. Yeah, sauna is good too. In terms of detoxing, sauna is just good for your health. Again, your body will detox. I really think of it as you give your body the necessary tools in order to be healthy. So it can function, so it can cleanse itself as good as possible, right? So you're putting your body in the best position to detox itself, what is really the difference? The sauna is fantastic. Sauna, cold plunge, meditation, proper sleep, of course, fundamental, enough, recovery time between training sessions, mobility, yoga, all those things, and your body will detox very, very well. All right, we got some good hashtags. Let's see here. Lift your skirt. Hashtag slap your own tits. Ooh. Hashtag slap your own tits. Swole wench. That's a nice one. Fuck motivation. Ooh, that might be a good one because we're just talking about motivation. Swole pups. You mean the Swolio squad? Swole wench. All right, swole wench. Let's do a vote. Type in 1 for swole wench and another one for fuck motivation. So 1 for swole wench and type 2 for fuck motivation. All right, let's do this. 1 for swole wench. Number 1, swole wench. Number 2, fuck motivation. And we'll do it right now. Number 1 or number 2? Number 1, swole wench. Number 2, fuck motivation. And we'll get on to that. We'll get in it. We'll get in it. All right, we'll do it now. We'll do it now. And of course, you have other questions. You could drop them below. You say 1, 3, 4. Oh, everyone's number 2. It is going to be fuck motivation. Fuck motivation, fam. That's 2 all the way. Everyone's, it's 2 city. 2 city. 2 city. 2 city. There's a little sexy Tessie. All right, we'll do that and we'll take the next question. Maybe, you know what? Let me go get the I'm going to grab the stuff and then we'll let the Swole fam answer this question in the meantime. So right here, drop it all in the comments down below. We'll do the Swole wench again soon. Don't you worry about it. From Mason Lorenz on Instagram, Papa Swolio, how should I bulk and cut? So let's do this. I posed the question to the fam because I fucking hate these questions. How should I bulk and cut? Drop in the comments. Do you believe in bulking and cutting? Just your thoughts, and we'll talk about it when I come back here. I'm just going to grab the markers over there. Do you believe in bulking and cutting, or do you believe in just eating healthy, training hard, playing with the carbohydrates, making sure that you're growing slowly and incrementally? Do you believe in just bulking up and putting on tons of weight and then cutting it back down, or just living healthy and building muscle slowly over time and trimming body fat over time? So drop that in the comments down below. What do you think about that? Beaches, let's fucking go.
I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
All right, I'm gonna get these 2 cards. We got a nice fuck motivation coming. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be super sweet. It's going to be super sweet. All right. So what do you think? How should I bulk and cut? How should I bulk and cut? Well, first off, I think everyone's going to say, we don't know anything about you, bro. We don't know anything about you. We know nothing about you, for real. How should I? So that's a very personal question. Mason, I recommend you join the Swole fam. And then tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time, we have our accountability meeting. You can ask that question to the entire fam. Mo. Ooh, that eye on. Oh, there you go. Good enough. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Yeah. All right. 21. Sold. Sold to the Swole fam. Let's put this card over there. Excellent. Excellent. We got the card done. There you go. All right. Fuck yeah! All right, Falcon. All right, Falcon. It was well done. It's well done. That's a nice card. Let's see that. Let's take a look at that bad boy. Fuck motivation. There we go, fam. Let's see. Kira, I don't think our ancestors did the bulk and cut, so why should we? Understood. Understood. Zombie, the only bulking and cutting I do is to buy in bulk to cut down on expenses. Ooh, very nice. Well said. T-Cap, I prefer not to bulk and cut if possible. Nicole, no. Eat good quality food and put in the work. Wax, eat healthy and sleep. Stop trying to cut and bulk. That's bullshit. Let's see. Pedro, training comes in seasons and different goals. Strength training versus hypertrophy versus overall swoleticism. Hashtag swole privilege. Indeed, bro. Indeed. Where's my little thing here? Yeah. In terms of this one, bulking and cutting, I did bulking. And I was trying to put on as much size as possible. So what I'm saying is not that you're not going to put on muscle, because bulking is essentially putting on muscle. But the way I internalize, the way I picture bulking and the way I think about it, I think the way most people think about it is you're getting fat. Like you're getting fat. You are not really paying attention. You're going to get soft. You're going to get chunky. And I really don't think that's a good idea. Overfeeding yourself is really not healthy. It's not good for longevity. But again, when we talk about longevity and health, bodybuilding isn't necessarily a healthy practice. I think bodybuilding in the sense of training for aesthetics, but training for balance, training for even definition, training for balance in the body. I think that's good. I think the sport of bodybuilding is extremely unhealthy. And I don't think many people, if any, that, especially those that have a shred of intelligence, would disagree. I think it makes very much sense that it's just logical. You are dieting hardcore. It's extreme dehydration. You're taking all sorts of drugs. You're pushing yourself to a limit to be judged on a certain date, and you're trying to literally get rid of the most essential nutrient in your body, like water. You're depleting to the bone so you can see every last, muscle fiber, and you're taking all these exogenous hormones and diuretics, and it's really stressful on the body. It's very impressive, don't get me wrong, but it's not health. It's not longevious. So it's better to live a lifestyle that's going to opt for that, unless you are a bodybuilder, because then your priority is not your health, which is ironic because you would think of the gym and eating a certain way as healthy, but that's just doing things very, very strict. That's why people misinterpret health with eating chicken, broccoli, and rice. You think of that as the bodybuilding diet, but that's not a health diet. Understand? So if you're eating chicken, rice, 6 meals a day, you're going down the path of it's not about health. It's about getting a certain result on a certain day. So anyway, for most people, for the average person, and you and I are the average person, we're people that are looking to be healthy long-term. We want to build muscle, we want to feel good, we want to look good, but we don't care about getting judged on a certain Saturday in May and be like, well, your quad separation was a little bit. Those details aren't important. Your body fat percentage is important, but getting as low as possible and seeing every striation is certainly not important, especially for people that are trying to be healthy and work this into their lives, and that's not their profession. Let's see. Steffi gets it. Papa Swole, have you noticed the design at the top of your pillar looks like ovaries, fallopian tubes, and a uterus? What? Like this? Like the pillar, like the actual pillar? Yeah, I guess it does. I mean, a lot of things in nature represent the male or the female essence and phallic or, chalice-like. So that's nothing. Yeah, probably. It's not my design. I didn't make it. So maybe it looks like a vagina. I
got hairy legs.
All right. Life imitates art, indeed. Or art imitates life. Prometheus on Shitstagram. Our ancestors did not eat yogurt, but I do. Okay. What is the best way to not cheat on your diet? Oh!
You look for retard, man.
Come on, bruh. Come on. What's the best way to not cheat on your diet? By eating the things you're supposed to. Look, if you are thinking of a diet as being restrictive, yeah, you're going to feel, oh my God, my life is so terrible because I can't eat my cookies, I can't eat my ice cream. If you understand that true nutrition is understanding that those foods are complete gutter trash, they're not real, they're not something that humans should be consuming, then it's different. I don't look at what I eat as my diet. It is my diet, but I'm not dieting. I eat to my satisfaction. I eat as much as I can. The problem is the food is so fucking nutrient dense, I can't eat that much. I get full so quick. I might eat a pound of meat a day, but at the same time, I can't. It's hard to gain weight when you're eating quality, healthy, nutrient dense food because you just get full. And that's why bulking, for example, is very uncomfortable because you're literally just stuffing your face and you're eating when you're not really hungry. And of course, you're going to put on muscle. You're putting your body in a positive nitrogen balance and you're giving yourself the ability to build muscle more effectively because you have the tools. You have the tools at your disposal. When the body needs muscle or the body needs proteins, the body needs these elements in order to rebuild the muscle tissue. And it's there because you're eating in a surplus. It just gives you a better chance to get the micronutrients there that you need. Of course, if you're eating nutrient-dense food, you don't need as much of a surplus. And also, you don't need to have an excessive surplus. So people that bulk might go 500,000 plus calories over, but then guess what happens? They put on a lot of body fat. So they might put on some muscle, but then they get fat. I'd rather be lean and muscular than bulky and soft. When I say lean and muscular, I don't mean skinny, but I don't need to look bloated and puffy. Again, it depends on what the purpose of what you're doing is. If you're competing for something, then yeah, you might need to be as strong as, needed to compete. If you're just doing stuff for health, I think we need to really look at the fucking bullshit fitness industry and understand what most of this garbage is. Yes, we call it diet culture. I just call it people that are trying to market certain desires. And people want to be big. People want to be lean, but they don't want to do what it takes. So they're looking for quick fixes. And of course, you're going to sell stuff to stupid people that don't want to put in the work. And that's kind of how humans have been making money for years. They used to sell snake oil. Why do you think it's called snake oil? People used to sell this shit on the side of the street, and you pull up your carriage, and then people would circle around and like, oh, hear ye, we got a new tonic over here. It's like, okay, we're just doing it now. Only that new tonic is coming as TikTok and Facebook ads and shit like that. So people are always been buying stupid shit. Shocker, human nature hasn't changed much. Exactly why we should be eating based on our evolution, on our ancestry, because things haven't really changed that much. We just have better technology. Tyler, did you hear about the 14-year-old kid who passed away from a carnival ride? Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. They are blaming the workers for that ride, as they should. In all honesty, I think the kid was obese, and it looks like he was obese, but just because he's obese doesn't mean that he should have been on the ride. So if he's obese, which he was, just looking at him, it's a tragedy. He's obese or was obese and shouldn't be on that ride, which means the worker there should have been like, hey man, you're too big, or we can't fit this around. It's not safe. We're not allowed to let you on the ride. So it doesn't matter if he's obese. I mean, it matters for his health, but obviously his health isn't really an issue anymore, which is a fucking tragedy. But if you're working on that ride, you're supposed to check you're supposed to walk around and check every single thing. So it doesn't matter if he was too fat to be on the ride. He shouldn't have been on the ride. The worker shouldn't have let him on the ride and should have checked and been like, hey dude, we can't fit this. We're not going to be able to do the ride. No, but I want to. It's like, I'm sorry, you can't. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if he was obese. I'm just saying, like, look, this is a problem. Again, but here's another thing. Here's the reason why. Like, you don't want to be obese and try on these rides. So you have a lot of fat acceptance people saying in general, why do they say I'm too fat to be on the ride for shit like this? Because what happens if you can't pull the arms all the way down and the thing doesn't latch properly and you can die? You can die. And I'm not saying, I'm not an investigator. I don't know exactly all the details of what happened, but there's a reason why if you're too big for a certain ride, you can't go on because of the force and the physics. It's not made for everyone. You can't accommodate everyone. If you're too small, you can't go on some of these rides too. Because what if you're too small for the bar and you can slide out, or you can fall out because the bar needs to hold you tight? But if you're too small, so too big and too small, it's just, it's fucking math and shit. Sam Fitzgerald, in times of shit being so expensive, only buy what you and your body needs. We eat way too often for pleasure and not for sustenance. Yeah. And here's the thing, Sam, and everyone always talks to me about this, about food, and you have to stop thinking about food being entertainment. And then everyone says, well, you have to enjoy yourself, Papa Swole. You only live once. My response is, yeah, I know I only live once, which is why I want to fucking take care of myself. But here's the difference. You shouldn't be eating for entertainment, but you should eat for pleasure. Why can't you eat for pleasure? Why can't you enjoy your food? So for me, I don't eat for entertainment, but I love my fucking food. So people mistake that for me not enjoying what I eat. I love my fucking food. I enjoy the shit out of it. I just don't eat for entertainment. I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat so I can have some fun. No, I'm going to eat, and I love eating my food. I enjoy it so much. I love it. I'm passionate about it. It's delicious. But it's different than eating for entertainment. I enjoy my food, but I don't need it for entertainment. And there's a huge fucking difference. All right. You can still ask some questions. Drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. A reminder before we move into some more questions. We still got time for some more. We have an announcement tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. We have our accountability meeting. That's Monday, March 28th, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there. Join the fam, swolenormousx.com. So that's tomorrow. You log into your account on your homepage. We'll give you all the instructions on how to download the app and how to access it. Of course, I'll Swole text you beforehand, but the button will be there when you log in, and then you can join in on the live call. We got new releases. We have some awesome new training content coming, and of course, yoga and recipes. So it's gonna be fucking fire. Tomorrow, Monday, March 28th, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there, you fucking booshes. Also, inside Swolenormous X, we do have a drop. We talked about it yesterday. Papa Swolio's uncensored videos inside Swole TV for members. We had this drop. How many of you How many of you went and checked it out? It's titled Priorities. Go and take a look at it. But make sure you, cover your eyes when you watch it. Just listen to it. It's safer that way. Just go and listen to it. Brand new video inside Swole TV, inside Papa Swolio's uncensored videos. Go and check it out. All right, let's take another question here. Let's see. Josh Harmon, what's more important, school or the gym? I think it depends on what type of school you're doing and if you're actually learning anything. Both are important. What's more important? I don't think it either has to be more important. I think your health is a priority, but I think educating yourself is priority. However, a lot of school is bullshit. So school is not education. School should be a place where you get educated, but really, unfortunately, school is really where most people go to get indoctrinated and to get, and just to get brainwashed and to get programmed. You're getting programmed. You're not getting taught how to think. You're getting taught what to think, and that's not getting taught much at all. You're not really hungry to learn more. And this is a problem so I do personally think the gym is more important than school, to be honest. And it always was to me. Plus, when you take care of your health and you're exercising, you will actually be able to pay attention better in school and you'll be more alert and things like that. But school's boring in many cases. But the problem with school is that it beats the creativity. It beats the interest in learning. It beats the curiosity out of people. And that's something that I felt myself. You're in school and you're just learning to spit shit back. You're just learning, hey, read this section. Here's a test on what you read. It's just a boring way it doesn't educate people. It just sees how good you are under pressure to like fill out something. It doesn't show mastery of a topic. And it kills curiosity. So then kids graduate from school. You're in school for 15, 18 years, and you're just exhausted from getting, eye and ear fucked with all this boring shit. And then you just are not interested in learning anymore, which is great for the elite class, right? It's great for politicians and stuff, because then you don't want to learn anymore. You just want to put your head down. And of course, your money is worth less every fucking year because of inflation and is worth dog shit. So you're working your ass off. You're not paying attention. And then you just follow the leader. You've been taught to follow. You've been taught to spit back answers all your life. So you just smile and wave and you just fucking nod and you do as you're told. And that's another reason why you have all this liberal nonsense with this woke shit in schools. And you have everyone just bending a knee and just taking in the ass and doing as they're told and just following the big daddy government or the mainstream media for every last thing that has been going on. It's because that's what they're programmed to do. Most of this is from liberal schools and, universities where all this stuff is, very, very pervasive. So you have a bunch of people that are now in the workforce that have just gotten by and been, quote, successful by just doing what everyone else told them their entire lives. So they're just going to continue to keep on doing what everyone tells them. That's really how it works. You got to think for yourself. So learn how to think, be passionate about learning, but education can be many different things. A school is just one place. And unfortunately, a lot of education isn't happening there for a long time, especially nowadays. Twisted Grim, how many days a week do you go to the gym? Well, I train at home, so I train every day, pretty much. I mean, if not, I'm doing sauna and cold plunge and stuff like that. So I'm training every day. I don't think people should take days off. I think it just depends on what you're doing. So active recovery is a real thing, and it should be done. So you don't have to be training super heavy. You don't have to be crushing yourself. You don't have to be beating yourself into the ground, but you should be training every day, and it keeps you consistent. Atlas Hilton, Papa Swolio, tips on lean bulking. Bulking, cutting shit. Want a summer bod, but not to cut weight? Papa Swolio's thoughts. Stop setting short-term goals. Fuck your summer bod. Fuck that bullshit.
Matt Damon.
Show up to a live stream. I want to know what your 7 pillars are like. I want to know what you're eating. I want to know what your whole shit is, what's going on with you and your life. Lean bulking, sure. Check out our content, right? Elimination diet, focusing on high-quality animal fats and proteins, lifting weights. Stop making these short-term goals are nonsense. Summer bod, winter bod, fuck that shit. Start treating your body better. Start today and you're never going to stop. So it's a constant journey. So those are my thoughts right there. Holly, any YouTube channels you've been following lately? No. You got anything good? I don't really watch YouTube. I might look for a tech video. I'll use it as a search sometimes, but I try not to use Google. But sometimes you want to watch a video or a review on YouTube. So I'll watch something if I'm getting a new piece of equipment or something like, hey, what are thoughts on this? Wendy, what exactly do you feed your dogs, and the amount, and how many times a day? Oh, first off, Wendy, make sure you follow the Swolio squad on Instagram. It's one of the 2 pages I follow in the Swarmers account. Make sure you go and check that out. Make sure you go and check that out because I've been posting pictures of their food. So we feed our dogs raw amount, how many times a day? Usually anywhere between 2 and 5% of their body weight in terms of raw meat, and then we do additional carbohydrates, whether it's fruit, sweet potatoes, organ meats. Let's see, fruits, organ meats, bone marrow. So let's say Rufus is eating. He's getting like at a meal. He's been eating twice a day. It's a good thing, twice a day, and he's been getting in like 1.5 pounds of grass-fed beef and heart and liver every day. With bone marrow, he's getting sweet potato. He's getting, some testicle and prostate. He's getting bone marrow. He's getting some fruit, like some berries and stuff like that. So he's getting a lot of exercise. So he's eating really, really well. So we feed them twice a day. Kind of still fine tuning it because actually we just got Rufus. Rufus just had him for a week. So both of these, Rufus Reeves and Pinkston Churchill, we've had both of those for literally like a week. Let's see. Doug, a year ago, I weighed 305 pounds. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and my brother-in-law got me a book called Stay Off My Operating Table, and it opened my eyes and started a life change. I have dropped down to 247, but I've plateaued and seem not to drop any more weight. I have been eating grass-fed beef and started lifting weights about 2 months ago, but not sure of the set and rep ratio I should be doing. Well, that's great, dude. Good for you. That's super cool. Man, that's what? 55. That's like 58 pounds. That's amazing. So, you've been eating grass-fed beef. Well, what else are you doing? How's your sleep? You've been lifting weights 2 months ago, bro. You just got started. So set and rep ratio, it depends on how many days a week are you training? What are you doing now? I kind of like to know what you're doing already. That way I can tell you maybe where you should go. But usually for sets or reps, you want to pick at least 2 or 3. If you're just still new, 2 months, pick 2 or 3 sets per exercise, maybe for each body part. For major body parts, pick like 9 to 12 sets. Maybe push a couple of those to failure overall, your whole workout. And just, depends on where you are currently. I don't know how hard you train currently, but your set and rep range, you want to build muscle. So I would keep it anywhere between like 8 or 10 and like 15 repetitions. It's a good rep range. You want to be pushing. The last couple of reps should be pretty much up towards failure. You should be failing anywhere between like 8 and 15 repetitions, maybe a little bit higher for certain exercise, but that's a good idea. Those dogs eat better than most humans. Goddamn right. Wendy, where do you get the bone marrow liquid from the store? Do you make it? Oh, it's not liquid. Just take the bones and pop out the marrow. So you can get it from a local butcher. You can get it online. Just make sure they're grass-fed and grass-finished beef bones. You can also get supplements too that are powdered. You just open the capsules and give them to your dog too and mix it in. Let's see. Stephanie, I sent you a great video link from YouTube about sugar, why a calorie isn't just a calorie. Food quality and content matter. I hope you will like it. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I'm not sure where you sent it, but cool. That's awesome. Drop it in the Telegram chat so people can watch it. Let's see. Nicole, I started putting bone broth as a gravy on top of my boys' food for the last few weeks. It's insane how much their coats have changed. They already had good coats. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I haven't done that with Rufus yet just because he's still a puppy. He's 3 months old. So I don't want to go too crazy with the fats because I don't want him to have gave him an egg yolk the first couple days. And I think it was a little bit too much. It wasn't bad. He didn't have any issues, but his poop was a little soft. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe it was just a yolk. So it might have been a little bit much. Because we had to transition him off. So he's officially off that shit they were giving him, like the Purina 1 garbage. So I transferred him off that. I didn't want to go cold turkey just because I didn't want him to have any digestive issues. So kind of, weaned in, just little by little, really fast. So now he's completely raw. And yeah, it's a big difference. You could do eggshells and stuff like that. You can grind them up and put them in your food, but Dogs need that shit. They need to eat well. They need to eat well. People feed their dogs dry, nasty shit fucking food and they wonder why. I mean, Papa Swolio is 18 years old. She's a beast. Papa Swolio, I have a potentially Matt Damon question. Let me just do it anyway.
Matt Damon.
We all like it. We like good Matt Damon questions. I'm down 38 pounds and went from 354 to 316. Very nice. I'm wondering if there is a good time to up the workout intensity or if I should wait to be sub 300. A good time to up the workout intensity. I mean, keep doing what you're doing as long as you're losing weight and you feel good. I mean, is there a good time? I don't know. That's too vague of information to me to tell you if you should be training harder. Sounds like you're doing fantastic. 38 pounds, that's fantastic. So should you wait to be sub 300? I mean, don't overdo it. It's all about your recovery and your program design, what you're doing. So the weight is relative. You're going to be 300 eventually. You're going to be 280 and 290. Just don't be doing high impact stuff when you're obese. Just take care of yourself. Good for you. Kira, any suggestions, Papa Swolio, for tightening up loose skin after weight loss besides building muscles? No, not personally. I don't really think you can tighten up loose skin. Any thoughts? We've gone over this many times. I always like to get people's feedback. But as far as I'm aware, there's really nothing that's going to tighten up loose skin. Maybe some creams might do something slightly. I think it depends on your body. A lot of that loose skin or that extra skin is just kind of there. You're not really going to fill it out. It could be because of how much weight you had before, or how long you were overweight, or how quickly you gained it. You know, women, I mean, I have stretch marks. I have stretch marks on my arms. I have stretch marks on like my armpits and stuff. I have it on my legs. I have it on my inner thighs. I don't notice it often, but if I kind of look in the light, I see like some lines. I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, I got huge. I got really big and I wasn't that big. So I got big quick and I have it like under my thighs, like on my butt. If you look at it in certain light, I suppose it's like everyone's got them. If you're building muscle, you're going to have some kind of stretch marks. But in terms of like loose skin, I mean, I guess, you know, everyone's going to have loose skin eventually. All right, let's see. Mel, Papa Swolio. Tomorrow I'm bringing my friend to the gym. He's 20 years old, 5'10", 280. How should he start cardio, I'm assuming? Cardio easy going, then weights. He's never worked out before. He's got to start really. So first off, he needs to get consistent. So just the fact that he's going to the gym, it really doesn't matter what he does. You know, this is not something that's going to be done in one day. What you might want to have him do is literally go on the treadmill, right? Just get walking. He needs to get moving and just get the fundamentals. So he just needs to get used to going to the gym. So maybe like, look, 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes on the treadmill, just walking, and then pick like one or two exercises for upper body and do like one set or two, very light. Don't go to failure. My recommendation is don't do anything crazy to failure. Just maybe do one or two sets for upper body, like one or two pushing sets, like one or two sets, not exercises, one or two sets. Like have him do like a chest machine press, like have him do like one set of that, you know, maybe another exercise, one or two, maybe 3 sets for pushing period, not isolated for triceps. You don't want to go too much. So here's the thing. You just want him to get used to doing a couple things. Have him do a couple pushing sets, have him do a couple pulling sets. You could try some machines. Just, you know, you want him to have a good time, but it's not about having a good time, but you want him to get exposed to it because you want him to go again tomorrow or the next day and just do a little bit. So have him do a couple pull, maybe do like one or two on like a leg press, go really light. The problem is going anywhere near failure. You don't even really want to get too much of a burn because you could be sore for a fucking month if you do it wrong when it's your first day. So very light cardio. Also, by the way, Mel, you might want to bring something, you know, like a piece of fruit or something like that, because sometimes make sure he eats. Make sure he has some carbohydrates and some food, you know, a solid meal, maybe an hour, you know, or two before. It's going to be, again, you don't really know exactly how his body is going to react, but a lot of people have low blood sugar and they get dizzy. If he gets dizzy, just have him sit down or lay down, put his legs up. You know, it's going to be, for someone who's new to the gym, you really have to be a seasoned professional to know how to train someone for the first time. So just be really careful. Be really careful. Rihanna, is pumpkin good for the dogs? I've heard it's good. I don't know. Is pumpkin good? I don't eat pumpkin. I don't think I would. I don't know if that's anything. I don't think it's bad. I don't know if they're allergic or anything to it. But yeah, I wouldn't be giving them a pumpkin. Jerry Band Z2Z, what would you recommend to avoid overeating? Eating real fucking food, getting quality sleep every night. Check out our 7 pillars over there at swolenormousx.com, free download, and get on an elimination diet. Start focusing on food quality, and then you can start worrying about quantity.
Great Scott!
All right, hashtag fuck motivation. Let's fucking go, baby.
Heat is making me absolutely crazy.
We'll take a couple more questions. If you do have a question, this is all questions today. Hashtag fuck motivation. Drop in the comments below for a chance to win today's Swole card that was selected by all of you. And of course, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio to be featured on the Sleazecast. Let's take this one from Jared Runnels 4. Should I take any pre-workout drinks before going to the gym? If not, what should I take? You should take quality food, quality sleep, hydration. If you want to have a little cup of coffee or something, I wouldn't worry about the hardcore pre-workout drinks. Like, I need to know who I'm talking to before I would say, oh, you can try some of these products. A lot of these ingredients can be beneficial. They can be beneficial. They're not detrimental, like beta-alanine, citrulline malate. I don't think these are bad for the humans. It can be beneficial to you, but you have to take the right quantities. And plus, with a lot of these pre-workouts, they really just sell you a bunch of caffeine. It's caffeine anhydrous. It's just dried, powdered caffeine, or all these other stimulants, central nervous system stimulants, and they jack you the fuck up. And then you crash hard, and it gets you really, it's not good. You will get jittery. You might have like heart palpitations. A lot of these things are just so high in caffeine. So I just like the control. I like the control of, remember, control what you can control. I like the control of black coffee. I have one cup of black coffee. It's delicious. I have it. It's fine. Plus, a lot of times when people take a pre-workout, they don't realize this. So they take a pre-workout. I don't know when Jared's lifting. What time do you all lift? Drop in the comments. Do you lift in the morning? What time do you lift? What time, where you are? What time do you lift? Drop that in the comments. So let's talk about, pre-workout, and let's talk about, the issues with pre-workout. A lot of people work out in the afternoon, or they work out in the evening. Now, if you're taking a pre-workout before going to the gym, you think, oh, I'm getting amped up for the gym. That's getting you amped up, period. So you're taking caffeine and these stimulants, and you're taking it at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you ain't sleeping at night. And if you do go to sleep and you think you're falling asleep, you're probably, you're exhausted because you're not getting quality sleep. Or you're not getting deep enough sleep. You're not actually getting restorative sleep. So taking these pre-workouts, it's not, hey, this pre-workout is going to amp me up. A lot of people think that you'll train for 2 hours, you'll drink a cup of coffee, you'll train for 2 hours, and it's out of your system. That's not how caffeine works. It doesn't get it out of your system. It might exhaust you physically, but it's still suppressing adenosine, which builds up in your brain and builds up in your body and causes you to feel tired at night. And you want to make sure you're keeping your caffeine like 10 or 12 hours before you're going to sleep. You don't want to be drinking a cup of coffee at 6 p.m. because you're training at 6:30 and then you're going to go to sleep at 10. You're going to have some problems. And if you are falling asleep, it's probably because you're exhausted, which is a whole other problem. And then you're trying to get rid of, then you're asking like, how come I can't get rid of this lower little bit of body fat and this little belly fat at the bottom of my abs? It's because you're chronically exhausted. You're pumping yourself full of caffeine. You're not sleeping well. So cortisol's through the roof. You're not repairing. So you're fucking yourself up and then you're worried about, and then you cut calories to lose it, right? And people cut calories, then they're restricted. They're not getting quality nutrients because they're cutting calories on shitty fucking food. So then they have this rebound and they binge eat and then they gain more fat. And then it's a cycle. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of problems with people do this shit. All right. So for example, if you take a pre-workout, you can take some of these things, but mix it yourself so there's no stimulants in it. And I say that because people are going to take it anyway. People are going to take these things. And I take glutamine and creatine, and some of these things are good. It's good for your gut. It's good for, brain function, things like that. But there's no stimulant there. You don't take creatine like, I'm fucking amped. That's not how it works. It's not a steroid. Creatine's safe, for fuck's sake. It's in red meat. Of course it's safe, right? Creatine's demonized. Red meat's demonized. What else is new? The evil food that makes you feel amazing. So yeah, just think about that. Think about that. think about it. Just think about it. A question from Robert Marano. Papa Swolio, what is the best pre and protein powder if you use them? I don't know why I said it like that, but it feels good. I'll stand by it. The best pre and protein powder. So we just talked about pre-workout. I'm not going to talk about that anymore right now. Protein powder, make sure you're getting a grass-fed whey protein isolate. I would prefer an unflavored one. We have a stash of them. Just find a good one online. You want to make sure it's unflavored, grass-fed, grass-finished, whether you use Amazon or another app or you go to a local store, look for that. Might be a little bit more expensive than other protein powders, but isn't it worth it for something that is going to be better for you? But I wouldn't be depending only on the protein powder because you can get some protein powders have heavy metals in them. Some of them have higher in phthalates because, the dairy is being processed, it's going through plastic tubes and blah, blah, blah. So, you don't want tons of flavorings and aspartame or sucralose and shit like that. Wax pea protein. Pea protein can literally fuck off. Fuck pea protein. Absolutely not.
Fucking people.
That sounds disgusting. I am not a fan. No, sir. No, sir. All right, Preet B. I'm going to do this voice again. I want to do pull-ups. Help blocks. Help blocks. Like help, please. I want to do pull-ups. Check out negatives. I want to do, or inverted rows and do inverted rows and negatives. I want to do pull-ups. Help blocks. All right, Baron Samo, Papa Swolio, muscle-specific or push-pull workout routine. Again, all right, these questions, this is the last one I'm going to take from Instagram. We can focus more on the live ones, but muscle-specific, it depends on what your goal is and what your experience is. For someone like me, I've been training for over 20 years, so I'm going to need different stuff. I'm going to need more volume on certain body parts if I want them to grow. I'm going to need more volume. I'm going to need more overload. So I might need a day where I'm focusing on push movements or on chest, on a certain area because it can handle a lot more volume. For example, the other dude that was asking about his friend for the first time, yeah, that person's going to be doing maybe 1 or 2 sets for pushing, period, upper body, just like doing a couple on like a chest machine. That's it, done. Like not even going to failure. I might do 15 sets. I might do, right? And I'm going to go hard. I'm going to go to failure for most of them or pushing close to it. So it depends on your experience, depends on your needs and your goals, okay? Depends on how much time. And here's the thing. A lot of people want to make gains, so they choose, okay, a certain program. Doesn't matter. Let's say it has you going to the gym 6 days a week. But in reality, you only have time to maybe get there 4 or 5. You're setting yourself up for failure. So what people need to start doing, and this is why for the 7 pillars, what we do inside Swolenormous X, is that we allow for you to customize around your life. You need to be able to execute these things. So people need to look at the time they have available. How much are you willing to invest in your training? And then set up a realistic program, because if you think, oh, I'm going to do 3 days a week, you're not going to get this kind of results from as you would from a 5 or 6 day a week program. Or you only realistically have 3 or 4 days a week, and then you start a 6 day a week program and you just fucking fail all the time because you can't smash it in there. You think you're going to do 2 in 1 day and you just set yourself up for disaster. So people need to be realistic with how much time and what their schedule actually is, and then set a program up accordingly, rather than, okay, let me try to bend all my habits and change them instantly for this program. You're not likely to succeed. It's really hard to undo some of your habits. And people think that you can just change habits really quickly. You can, but most people need to like really figure out what the best flow is. It's hard enough to maybe shift your flow, or like how you brush your teeth at night or how you take a shower. You probably don't realize, but you do it the same way pretty much every single time. You'll brush your teeth the same way. You'll shower the same way. Unless you're very conscious, you can do the same thing over and fucking over again. So all of a sudden you have this program, you do 6 days a week. So I'm like, okay, I'll move this here. I'll move this here. You're not going to make all those changes. You might do it the first week, but then you're going to stop executing. You're going to skip it. You're going to miss it. You're not going to be able to keep up with it. So it's not something that's coherent. So you need to fit the programming to your life. That way you can be consistent. And then as you get more results and as you really get, start executing on it, you start seeing all this progress and you fall in love with the training, then you can shift your priorities and then you can expand it. And that's really good advice that most people don't even address. So, all right, let's get some America here. America! Fuck yeah! Yeah, stevia's nasty. Pea protein's gross. I agree. Wax, I use hemp protein personally. Why don't you... Wax, when's the last time you had some steak? Fucking hemp protein. Fucking plant-ass protein. Harder to absorb, harder to digest. Come on now, fam. I tried pea protein. Nice one, Kron. Pea protein, PEE. It tastes gross. Do I let it cool or drink it immediately after peeing? Immediately after peeing. That's some fucking...
He's heating up!
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
I do not think that word means what you think it means. I do not think you understand what pea protein is. All right, Holly, Papa Swolio, I'm starting a new job tomorrow. Hey, congratulations.
I am the danger.
Holly, new job. What up, dude? Starting a new job tomorrow as a garden center warehouse department head that's expected to pitch in and lift 40 to 50 pound stuff as needed. Any recommendations on how to adjust to increase in physical demand? 40 to 50 stuff, like 40 to 50 pound stuff, I mean. Any recommendations on how to adjust? Well, to make sure you're lifting with good form, bend your knees, all that good stuff. I would make sure you start doing mobility in the morning before you go to work. So do a Swollen 7, like warm your body up. Do like maybe do a yoga class, do an express class, because the thing is, when you're going to the gym, you have consistent movement, right? You have weights that are balanced. You have, in other words, but you're controlling it. You can put 10 pounds on one side and 5 on the other and make them in balance and challenge yourself that way, but you know you're doing it. So you don't have a lot of chaos. When you're working in a warehouse and you're lifting things, you might be holding it with someone else and then they drop one side and you kind of go to the side. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more chaos. So there's a lot more randomness. So you should warm up your body before you go. Do you have a long commute? I mean, you could also do this on your breaks. Like, so if you have 5 minutes or a Swollen 7, you can, remember the movement. You can look on your phone and do the movements, do a mobility on your lunch break. Just say mobile. Or once you get there a little bit early and then do some bending and stretching. A lot of people are just going to go into work and they'll fuck themselves up. But if you prepare yourself and warm up and, give your body a heads up, it could be the game changer. It could be the difference. So I would start your day with that. That way you're kind of already warmed up and primed. 15-minute commute. Oh, that's great. So it's, in other words, if you did a warm up and then you sat on a train for 2 hours, you're going to be fucking stiff. So if you did the mobility at home and stuff like that, then you got to work, you're already still going to be a little bit loose. So it'd be a good way to start your day. It'll wake you up too, and it'll kind of lubricate your gears. You could also do like the master classes, like for your knees and for your hips. Those are going to be really important. Your lower back, like the Jefferson curls, those exercises would be fantastic. I would recommend doing like the hips and twists classes inside yoga studio. Things like that, the hips and the lower back are going to be like the areas that are going to be the most susceptible. Also shoulders too. I would recommend taking like the bands and doing like the external rotation. Check out the shoulder awareness program and maybe do the mobility masterclass like I talked about, and then doing the shoulder awareness protocol. Do like one of those levels, warm up your shoulders in the morning with the bands and stuff. Cerny, just wondering how many feet you pull your sled. I do it every day. We talked about this a bunch. I do it every day. Maybe I miss one day or something, but like usually 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Every time I work out, for sure, that's my warm up. How many feet? I usually do 1, 2. I'll do 6 or so lengths. Let's say 100, maybe a few hundred feet total. I'll set up to like 500 feet at the most. Because if it's like 50 or 60 or 70 feet, I'm trying to think of how long the yard is. I don't really count it. And then back 104, 280. So like a few hundred feet total. I just warm up. I just get the blood flowing and stuff like that. Steffi, Holly, you got this. I throw around 50-pound potato bags. You're going to get jacked. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get swole, you mean. Should I go easier at the gym if I find it's too taxing? You might find that going to the gym will make it easier. Like, I think you might have to change your approach to it. Like at the gym, your training is going to make your job easier. So you don't want to your work is not going to be your training. Your gym is your training for your life. So training at the gym is going to prepare you for your job. So your lifting is going to make your job less taxing. Got it? Let's fucking go. Let's get some America there. Good for you. Fuck yeah! All right. So let's give away today's Swole card. Excellent. Remember, Beaches. Very nice, Mancast. Very nice. Yeah, not yet, Falcon. Not yet. We'll get there. Drop of the hashtag. Job of the hut. Job of the hashtag. Hashtag fuck motivation. Drop in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. We will give that away in just a couple moments. A reminder, we got to talk about a couple things before we wrap up here. Remember, inside Papa Swolio's uncensored videos, Inside Swole TV, exclusively for members inside
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Yeah. You know the thing. I know the thing. You probably should know the thing too, Brendan. Papa Swolio's uncensored videos. Check it out. Inside Swole TV for members. We have a brand new drop priorities. Make sure you go and check it out. And I know it's horrifying. Oh my God.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
This video will have you rolling. Go and check it out and make sure you leave a comment inside Swole TV. So check it out right now. And if you have, what are your thoughts? How horrible was it? Drop that in the comments. Also, papaswolio.com. Make sure you use your code DailySwole for 10% off. Members, of course, get 20% off with your special code on your homepage, Inside Swolenormous X. If you have any issues or questions finding that or locating that, just send us an email to support@swolenormous.com or use the live chat on the website. But if you're not a member, you get 10% off. Use code DailySwole. I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Swole Slut, go to the fucking gym. The Swole variant, Swole fam gear. Go and check it all out. We have the best apparel in the fucking game. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on that. Swole since birth. One of the best designs in history. And of course, the flags that are fucking awesome. 7 pillars, the Swole since birth flag, the Swole fam flag, as well as the recently dropped Captain Swolio flags, all available. You can hang them in your gym, from your car, wherever you want. Check them all out, papaswolio.com. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Oh, delicious. All right. So meeting tomorrow, Monday, March 28th, 12 noon Eastern time. Be there, Beaches. We will see you. Of course, I will Swole text you before the meeting, but just log into your account at 12 noon. You'll see the button there and just log right in. It's going to be a good time, so I'll see you all there. Well, I won't see you, but we'll talk and you can call in. We have new releases, new stuff to drop, so be there. It's going to be fucking lit. As always, 49, yeah, and those, like I said, we talked recently about the Swole cards. You will be the ones, those of you that got the signature series. Remember, those are all hand done, and it's been a fucking hectic month. My God, it's been a great month, but hectic as fuck. So those signature series confirmation cards, those certified cards, for those of you that got P3S2, it is on the way shortly, and you will, it's like a nice little bump. You'll be like a little extra excitement. So you get like a double bump. So it'll be awesome. And then of course we do have the new signature series coming up in just like 49 days. So fucking time flies. Fam, let's give away the Swole card. Are you ready? Beaches? Fuck motivation. Who's got that hashtag? Fuck motivation. I see some F motivations, which is smart. You won't get banned. Less likely to get banned. You think they're going to start banning people for motivation? Let's see. Da-da-da. Oh, Nicole K. Congratulations. There you go. There it is. And there you have it, Bobby. Very nice. Nicole, congratulations. Are you spamming the chat now? No, this is one from further up. Come on now. Nicole, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 20 schwam. 50 schwam in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email will get you that card ASA to the motherfucking peas nuts. Now, let's nut this beach and let's have a great rest of the evening. We got some piano talk coming up in just a couple moments. You want a soundboard? Got a soundboard request? Drop it in the comments below.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Turn down for what, Bobby?
What's your name, fat body?
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
This house is a fucking prison! On planet bullshit! In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
Come on, don't bullshit me.
That's a huge bitch! That Hansel's so hot right now.
Oh, baby. Come on now. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Boys have a penis. Girls have vagina.
That's right. Get that pee-pee talk. That pee-pee talk back on the Swole. I can't wait for Tainty Tuesday. Are you ready? Tainty Tuesday is going to be fucking... Make sure you share the podcast. Share the Mancast. It's very important that you share. Share the Mancast. Sharing is caring. And if you care about someone, don't you want them to have some knowledge cock? It's just respectful. Give them that big, thick, veiny ball bag to get some salty nuts. Some salty sack.
I better use my strong.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
Making sick gains. Oh, baby.
Emotional damage.
Snap your dick off and jam it into your balls.
You made me happy. Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Oh, you see that? Shannon Wozniak, my niece, started watching Pop on her own. I'm so proud. Shannon? I'm half chubbed. That's fantastic. Just blew my nips off at the end of the podcast. Isn't that great, Falcon? Fan of the salty sack. Good news. Good news, good news.
What the fuck is that?
Ooh. I played that with my fucking dick. I played with my dick, I know, it was. It was with my dick.
Because dickers?
It's the Mancast. All right. Available everywhere. Make sure you share the stream. Thank you for doing so. Leave us a review, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you bang your ear holes. And remember, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, we do have our Swole Fam accountability meeting every single Monday. Join the fam today, swolenormousx.com. Don't be a fucking jabroni. Join us and be there tomorrow at 12 noon. Live call. Come up on stage. Talk to me. Talk to other members. Let's have a fun time tomorrow. We got the live chat going. Remember, new releases, awesome Swole Fam posts, a great way to start your week. In fact, the best way to start your week. And I'll see you all there inside Swolenormous X accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time. We'll see you there, Beaches. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new